And how is it going, everyone? Welcome to more Ridge Racer 64, and let's see if I can finish what I started yesterday. Hopefully, I mean the things that are left look a little bit hard, so I don't know how long it's gonna take me, or maybe I get it all on the first attempt and that's the end of that, which will be nice. But you know, need to load because it doesn't have auto load, but that's okay. Replace game in progress. What game in progress? I should open it. There is no progress. It's okay, don't worry about it. Okay, so I'm assuming it, well, obviously it should have saved everything. So yes, this is the last, the card that I tried to unlock, and I couldn't because I crashed right before the finish line. I'm gonna try to do that now. Apparently they are a class C, right? Like you have class X being this one, class R, okay. I don't know what that means. I mean, in previous game classes was just the speed that they were able to reach, but I don't know if it means the same thing here or not. But, you know, let's just get into it.
3, 2, 1, go!
This one shouldn't be hard to get. I mean, yesterday, again, I just lost it on the finish line because I'm bad. But it shouldn't be hard to get. I cannot say about the other ones though, but this one should definitely not be hard to get. So getting used to the speed of this game is quite hard. Then this section. I think the technique is basically braking a little bit before the corner so you get enough time to react to them basically. It's still hard with a car that is as fast as this one, but it should be doable. Alright. Problem is this one corner that is supposed to be a drift, but if you don't brake like I did there, you go so fast that you should crash. Also, that car might look small. Well, in fact, I think most of the cars in this game might look a little bit small, but their hitbox is huge. The hitbox is absolutely huge. In comparison to the model, that is. You need to get used to that a little bit. Also pretty sure that a lot of these corners don't really need me to brake a little bit before the corner starts, but I do it anyways. Perfect. Okay. Need one more clean lap and this should be in the bag. It should be in the bag. At the corner. Also, how is it going blue? Pray that I don't fuck up this section. That's okay. That's a minor hit. Wouldn't call it a major fuck up. Nice. Okay, okay. Now it's just a matter of not fucking up the final corner. Well, the final big corner. The last corner is a chicane. Alright. Got it. Beautiful and clean. Absolutely clean. Beautifully clean. Doesn't have brake drifting. What do you mean by brake drifting? Because drift in this game are made by braking. So I'm not sure which kind of drifting you mean. Atomic Purple is the name of this thing. I guess I could save, why not? But yeah, basically the way you drift in this game is by letting the accelerator go, tapping the brake, and well, accelerating when your car gets stabilized, right? Being able to brake and drift at the same time so you don't slam. Oh, that's what you mean. Yeah, I don't think you can do that because the drift is something that is very automatic, you know. So yeah, that's not really something you can do. Oh shit, okay. So it lacks in grip, but I don't think grip here will be that big of an issue. It's not the fastest one, but it has very good stats. So I guess I should switch to this one, but I want to see how I do with the White Angel. I mean, for now, for at least these duels, I don't think it's necessary to go with anything else.
3, 2,
Or maybe it is, I don't know.
go!
Let's see. Especially
Laps to go.
in tracks that are as complex as these ones, I don't think you want a very fast car, you know. I mean, as you can see, I already have this car that is pretty fast and I'm already kissing the walls like I'm under a mistletoe. So that's not a good idea. Tim! Wait, that wall that I should crash against, how didn't I crash against that wall before? Because that's a wall that in Revolution, that is the game this course comes from, this track, I guess. You always kiss it if you do it fast enough, because it comes before a jump, and the jump obviously doesn't let you steer. So I'm surprised I only got hit by that wall here, unless I did hit before and I didn't pay attention, but I don't remember that happening. So this guy is not really going that fast, just that I'm going slow, which is kinda different.
Record, 2 laps to go.
I also... Whoop. I also been looking at, you know, since someone yesterday mentioned the Need for Speed series, I actually been looking at Need for Speed to see what platforms they were releasing, and to my surprise, you don't need to emulate like all Windows operative systems, because it actually released on PlayStation at the same time as Windows. Well, at the same time, I mean, it was a port that sometimes it was at the same time, but the point is that all the PC versions have a PlayStation equivalent, so emulating it should be quite easy. So that's something that I could play too. And then the ones that are on the PS2 era, they were also released on the Nintendo GameCube, which is easy to emulate. So I guess that's something that I could play too. Play the Need for Speed series. Problem is that now that summer is approaching, well, it's approaching in a weird pace, because today is still quite cold. But I don't know if it's a good idea to make my computer work. Is it my throttle? Well, my FX is the one that throttles. So hopefully that doesn't happen. But I think that it will be a good idea to play those games. Would be nice. Also be nice to not get overtaken right at the end of the race, but seems that will happen. Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah! It's a new record!
It's a new record, but I didn't win the race, Mr. Announcer. You shouldn't be hype about that. It's a new record, he says. You know where you can show your new record.
3, 2, 1, go! 3 laps to go.
Yeah, I think it will be very interesting to kind of discover the Need for Speed series, because in theory it should be something that I would like. I mean, I said it yesterday, but I played Need for Speed 2 in like Windows 98, I think, like a long time ago, and it was pretty cool. But that's like the only classic Need for Speed game I played. So actually playing the series will be an interesting thing to do. Surprised that I haven't done it until now. I guess I always expected them to be a pain to emulate. The fact that it's on PlayStation and GameCube will make it relatively easy. So, you know, it's something that I'm looking forward to. Definitely looking forward to it. And the good thing is that at least the games that most people recommend pretty much end in the PlayStation 2/GameCube era. So the hard ones to play, which will be the ones stuck in PS3 and such, most of them people don't really recommend. The only exception being Need for Speed Shift. But Need for Speed shit. I didn't mean to say that. Need for Speed Shift is it's more of a simcade, well, like people sometimes call it, which is basically a simulator with not, I mean, I think it's the opposite. It's an arcade game with some simulator mechanics, pretty much. Like Forza, you know, the Forza series is pretty much that, and Gran Turismo, right? Like Forza and Gran Turismo, pretty much. That's what Need for Speed Shift is. So I think that if I wanted to do that, I would just play either Forza or Gran Turismo. So I don't think I worry about those. So in that regard, I think that it's gonna be easy to play the games, or it should be, at least. A lot of people have been hyping up, or rather have been saying how much they enjoy games like Underground, you know, Most Wanted, Carbono, and those are games that I never touch. I don't even know how they look like. I never seen them. So that will be interesting to see. That will be nice.
Great driving.
Yeah.
Another car.
And I unlocked this monstrosity. This monstrosity, as I say yesterday, I think it's supposed to be one of the final cars for the Age manufacturer in Ridge Racer 4. I think it's supposed to be that. It looks weird, but that's because a lot of those cars look kinda weird. Like they are supposed to have like this futuristic aesthetic, something like that. And then the Terrassi Terrific. Yeah, this is another one from Ridge Racer 4. Okay. Well, those are interesting stats. No grip. 0 grip. Alright. Pretty cool of you. to have absolutely no grip. Very, very nice.
3, 2, 1, go! 3 laps to go.
And then there is also the Outrun games. But I also mentioned before that the Outrun games, for the most part, are a pain in the ass to emulate. Some of them are arcade, some of them are PS2 exclusive. So, basically a pain in the ass. But that's something that I will eventually get into. And it's something that I realize as well, that racing games are, like, at least arcade racing games, are not really that popular on PC. Like, most of the racing games that you see on PC are games like Forza, right? Games that have like an arcade portion, but are for the most part trying to be pseudo simulators, right? And then you have the full-blown simulators like, you know, Assetto Corsa, iRacing, Project Cars, right? So because of that, it's an interesting thing that I observe, that most arcade racing game franchises are pretty much stuck on consoles, and the racing games that are arcade that you see on Steam are usually indie games, which is cool, and some of them are amazing, like Horizon Chase, for example. But I wish there were more, and obviously I wish there were the actual big name ones. Like, I still can't believe there is not a single Ridge Racer game on PC. Like, I just don't comprehend why would they do that. But they maybe know what they are doing, or not, I don't know. But arcade racing games are not particularly fun. I messed up. Are not particularly popular. So porting them is probably far from a priority. I can still win, but it's gonna be hard. Especially if I keep fucking up like this. I can still overtake on the last corner like I already did. Against this same car, by the way. Shame that I misinput the drift. That's quite a shame. Would have won if I got the drift properly, but I misinputted. I misinputted 2 drift in this race. Damn it. That's a shame, but it's okay. It seems that it's not really that hard to win this one. The one that seems that will be hard is the last races on the Grand Prix. Like that one I played yesterday and I got time out, or well, time up, I guess. Which is something that usually doesn't happen in this kind of games, but it happened. So I'm a little bit concerned about that. But thankfully I can try hard for quite a while. In fact, I hope it's very hard. If I get it on like the first attempts, I will need to to do something else for the rest of the stream. And I usually hate to do that. Just do something else without planning. I like to have everything planned in advance. Well, I could plan an alternative game, but I usually don't. So there are a lot of choices, but it's okay. We will see. Shouldn't think about that yet. Really. You know that another series that I also look up to see, well, what games in the series and what platforms they were in was Puyo Puyo. Because I actually got interested in seeing how painful it will be. And it doesn't, I mean, it seems confusing. Because there seems like they are in so many different platforms. And every time that a game has been ported to multiple consoles, usually there are version differences. In some games it might not be that bad, but in some other games it changes quite a lot. So that's the issue. Yes, I know that you will like that, Blue, but I don't know which versions to play. I think that the first Puyo Puyo have been released on the NES, on some Japanese computers, it was released in some very weird platforms. There are some that are more straightforward, like one that was released on the PlayStation, right? Like that one shouldn't be an issue, but yeah. That's bad. Really? No, come on! I ended the drift badly. Fuck you, dude. That would have been it. God damn it. Play every version? I'm not sure about that. I don't think that's a good idea. I mean, no. Playing every game in the series is the idea, but playing every version, I don't think so. I don't think that's a good idea. I also like how Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine is listed as a spin-off. I mean, I guess it's correct, but that's more like a Sonic. Well, it's both a Sonic and a Puyo Puyo spin-off, I guess. Just like Mario and Sonic in the winter games is supposed to be both a Sonic and a Mario spin-off. Probably. Does letting your body help you? I mean, I do it out of instinct. Like, I don't even... Well, sometimes if I do it like in a very sharp corner, I usually notice that I'm doing it. But otherwise, I don't really notice that I'm leaning my body. I'm doing it out of instinct. It's just the way it is. Like, I don't notice it. I legitimately don't notice it. It's like every time that I'm playing, like, you know, like Project Diva or something, and I need to concentrate on the keys, that I do some very dumb looking faces. and I don't even feel like I'm moving my face muscles at all, but apparently I am, and they all look pretty dumb.
It's the final lap. Make it your best.
You do that too? Nice. Another thing that I read is that technically Puyo Puyo, I think that's what you say. I couldn't read that message because this track doesn't let you do shit. But that, yeah, Puyo Puyo itself is a spin-off of a Japanese RPG game. Like a Japanese RPG game like Dragon Crown. You know, the usual. That's something that I didn't know. But yeah, playing a Japanese RPG doesn't seem like a good idea. At least not that one. Got him. Yeah, the spin-off more popular than the original, indeed. Sounds like a great idea. No, playing the JRPGs is not a great idea. That's the opposite of a great idea. You know? Like if I were to play a turn-based RPG, I would play something like more recognized. I'm pretty sure that those games, I don't think many people even know they exist. I don't even remember the names of those games. Alright. Let me... Okay. I want to see this track again with this car, but I probably should use a different one. Because I saw this and I got obliterated. But I want to see, it's 6 laps. Something Monogatari. Monogatari is kind of like a common word, you know. Like it's just a story or adventure, something like that. I think it's a story, right? Monogatari. I think it means a story. Yeah, I think that this is actually not a new track. I think this is supposed to be the last track from Ridge Racer 4. The one that is supposed to be a pseudo-oval, where you get the final race. Yeah, maybe it is that one. I know that time is running out. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't be using this car for this truck. Because a very big advantage of this car is the acceleration and the handling. But I don't think handling is that important in a truck like this. And acceleration, unless you fuck up, is also not important. So I probably should be using another car. So this is the scary thing, dude. Like, is this like the 4th lap and I'm just 7th place? Not to mention I have a car right in front of me that I cannot overtake. So this seems to be a problem. Well, now I can overtake him. But I think that because of that mistake that I made, I think that the time is gonna run out. Probably. Fuck. time did run out. Damn it. Yeah, I might need a faster car. Probably. It's called Mado Monogatari. Or Dokutsu Monogatari. Okay. But yeah, basically I never heard anyone mention that game. So I probably should stay away from it. I want to see what happens if I use this car. The Terrassi. I guess the original color looks good. But yeah. I mean, this is the fastest car so far. In terms of top speed, that is. But it won't allow mistakes because of the lack of, well, everything else. Let's see how it goes. But you know, if I ever play a turn-based no, not a turn-based a turn-based RPG series, it will either be something like Final Fantasy or Dragon Quest. Something that has been vouched by a lot of people, you know. Yeah, okay, this car is a little bit hard to control. A little bit. Probably should use something less fucked up like this one. I don't really like how this looks purple. In fact, it looks better as red. Right? Blue also looks cool, I gotta say. But I think red is probably the best one for this. Like this red. Try it and test it. I love the remake, but FF7 original was so boring I couldn't play it. I mean, I also have an issue that I'm most likely gonna get bored at the amount of dialogue there is in these JRPG games, right? I absolutely hate dialogue. Or at least extended dialogue. I don't mind dialogues that are like 2 lines or whatever, but... when the dialogue gets heavy, it's a problem. It's kind of an issue. But... I mean, well, I could skip it, but... the thing about those games, and the reason why I don't play them often, is that the story is usually always the focus. That's the problem. So if I skip the story, it's like there's not much left. I mean, sure, there is some gameplay, I guess. But gameplay is not really what turn-based RPGs are mostly known for. Well, there might be some exceptions, but for the most part, it's not really what they excel at. Not saying that they particularly excel at story, but it's the core, usually. Damn, dude. I'm having trouble getting used to this car. But yeah, another problem with Final Fantasy is that... is which game do you play, because every game is like it's from a completely different series. The only thing that it has in common is like some specific stuff, like I don't know, some games share chocobos, and obviously the fact that most of them are turn-based RPGs, which is not the case anymore. But you know, like, there are those sort of things, but for the most part every game is its own thing. So Even if it's the same saga, the games are completely different, so you will have to know which one to play. You don't want to play one that doesn't have things you like, or that focuses on something you don't like, right? Like, at least with Ridge Racer, even if some of the Ridge Racer games are different, what you get here is a racing game with arcade physics, right? That's what you will get. You won't get anything else. That's what you are gonna get, and that's the end of that, right? The idea is that you go fast. You go faster than your opponent, right? But in Final Fantasy, I don't think it's that easy. That corner is the one that fucks me up the most. The problem is that it's the one right before the finish line. So that could fuck me up. Oh, damn it. Just I don't think the time is that big of an issue with this car. Even when I fuck up, unless I really fuck it up. But a little fuck up is not gonna make me run out of time. So that's great. Pretty sure that the first place is supposed to be the devil car. The 30th car, or sorry, 13th car. It's right there. So the car that I'm chasing that I can never overtake, I don't know which one that is supposed to be. Unless there is an scripted overtake, I'm not gonna win this. I mean, there should be one, but I don't see him going slower, and this is already the end of the race. This is gonna be hard. There doesn't seem to be an scripted overtake there. Like, you need to do that yourself. Okay. It's gonna be interesting. Play Life is Strange. Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea. I think that games like Life is Strange are... Well, you know that I say that Path of Exile is the opposite of what I like in a game. But that might be more of an exaggeration. But with Life is Strange, that definitely applies. Because at least with Path of Exile, you know, it's whatever. Like, I hate every mechanic, but I mean, a game with that sort of gameplay, which is an isometric RPG, is like, well, whatever, right? I mean, after all, I played a lot of Ragnarok Online, which is that, an isometric RPG, though obviously completely different games, but of almost the same genre, right? The one is an MMO and the other... Well, Path of Exile is a pseudo-MMO. I mean, there is a massive multiplayer online infrastructure, but you don't really meet them in the real overworld, right? Or, I mean, you do, but you don't kill monsters unless you have a party or something. I think that's how it works. Regardless, it's something that by itself is not an issue to play if we ignore every other mechanic the game has, right? But Life is Strange and games like that are nothing but story and are pretty much just an interactive movie, yeah, miss me with that shit. That truly is the opposite of what I like. Oh yeah, no. Thanks for the offer, but I will have to politely decline it.
Hurry, time's running out. 2 laps to
Yes, my dude, I know. Time is running out. I can see the number going red. You don't need to tell me. I can see on the top left. Yes, the number going red means that I need to hurry. You don't need to remind me every time. So I appreciate the reminder, but yes, it's not needed, Mr. Announcer. It's not necessary.
hurry, time's running out. Yeah!
He doesn't give a shit.
Record. It's the final lap. Make it your best.
Well, the problem is that I didn't make that many mistakes, and yet this guy is not as close as I think he should be. Well, there is the mistake. Like, it feels like you are not allowed to make a single mistake if you want to win this race. Because the mistakes I do
Keep going. Hurry.
are not really making me lose that much time, but he is still in front. I mean, I could change the car, but the problem is, this is the fastest car that also doesn't drive like shit. The absolute... oh, well, this one is faster. But it's pretty much the same as this, and this one is even faster. So if there's any car you will pick, it will be this one. But yeah, the issue is that it really drives like shit. Like, this car has issues. There is a difference. The difference is not that big, but it might be enough to become a problem. I mean, I could try again, but this car is really not comfortable to drive. And I think that some corners here I cannot even do them without braking. Which, with this car, I can just do them full speed, you know. I guess I will keep trying a little bit more with this, but if this doesn't work, I will have to go with that Terrassi.
3, 2, 1, go!
I guess the corners, as long as you start steering earlier, maybe you can do some of these corners without braking with that car. But another problem is that when you see traffic like this, trying to dodge the traffic is gonna be a problem in itself. Because with a low handling car, you really cannot do much when it comes to... That was a bad start. You cannot do much in terms of maneuverability to dodge the cars, right?
3, 2, 1, go!
But we will see.
All right. This is gonna be a great race.
But I knew that a race like this will take a long time, because it seems that there really isn't room for mistakes here. Well, it's been a while since I tried hard the Ridge Racer. Because even the Ridge Racer games that I played some months ago, which are the ones that come before this one, it's not like I tried hard on them that much. Like, it wasn't that hard to get most of the stuff. Except one of them. And that one was only because I used a car that was clearly harder to drive than the alternatives. So actually tryharding a Ridge Racer game feels pretty nice, because it's been a while. It's really been a while.
Running out. 4 laps to go.
Remember in Ridge Racer 7 there were a couple of races that took me so many attempts to do. And there are some other races that to this day I still cannot do. So, you know, an interesting thought. In that emulating Ridge Racer 7 is gonna be a pain. I mean, I have the PS3 here, and the PS3 has that game. I guess, actually, now that I think about it, the best thing I could do is try to somehow attempt to capture the PS3. It's a shame that my capture card doesn't work for it, for some weird technical reason. Apparently the Elgato capture card that I have doesn't work on PS3, though it works on Xbox 360. It makes it a little bit sad, because I don't even have one. But I think it has something to do with the way the PS3 encodes the video or whatever. I'm not sure about the specifics, but basically it doesn't work, which is the part that matters. It's the final lap? Really? Because the previous attempt I was able to overtake the first guy before that. He's there. Did I really take longer or... But I don't know, I don't think I can win this race. Like, even without mistakes, I think that that car is just faster. So I think that my only option is using the Terrazzi. But it's gonna take so long to get used to it. Like, this car just controls like absolute shit, dude. It really does. So it's gonna be a problem. Like, the problem is that I need to relearn the corners. That's the main issue. Okay. See, that corner, I don't know if it can do it without braking. At least that one. I'm not sure if there is another one, but I think it's only that one. Because the other ones don't seem that sharp to do. Yeah, pretty much is that one, the one that I need to look out for. This one. No, this one. Yeah, unless I do it like super early, I don't think I can do that without braking. I feel that if I brake, that kinda defeats the purpose of using a car like this one, you know.
Hurry, time's running out.
There is a lot of traffic at the beginning of the race. Yeah, okay, you can do it without braking. It's just that you need to steer at a very, very specific time. Oh, fuck me, dude. Damn it.
Hurry, time's running out.
Not the only one.
3 laps to go.
A lot of these corners I just need to steer a lot sooner than I'm used to. I guess if I fuck up, there is no problem in trying to use the brake like there. I use the brakes there. It's better than kissing the wall at least. You lose less time. With all these mistakes, I'm actually running out of time. There's just too many mistakes. At least I can overtake that guy, which is the one that I cannot overtake with the other car. Problem is that I'm also gonna be a lot later for the car that is on the first place. This is the final lap, and I just overtook the second place, so I don't think I'm gonna find it before the end of the race. That's an issue. Oh, never mind, he's right there. Ah, come on. Well, there goes that.
Hurry, time's running out. Okay, it's the last stretch. Keep
But
going.
it's a lot more doable than I thought. Just need to not make that many mistakes. Well, yeah, just need that, you know. Just don't make mistakes, bro. That's it. Why are you making mistakes?
One.
Just don't do that.
All right. This is gonna have to be a race.
Holy shit, what a bad start. That was terrible. Absolutely terrible.
3, 2, 1, go! All right. This is gonna have to be a race.
White Angel car can still fight back.
Hurry, time's running out.
Like the opponent there
5 laps to go.
can still do it. At least after that 8th car, the other cars that you overtake are a lot more
Hurry, time's running out.
a lot easier to overtake. Yeah, it's when you get past the 8th one, which is that asshole there. So until I do that, it's gonna be hard, you know. Well, the problem is that the longer you take to overtake, it's like they all get lumped together and they form like a wall that is very hard to overtake. That's pretty much why you need to overtake them as soon as you see them. So otherwise you're kinda fucked. And almost run out of time. I almost ran out of time there. I don't think that I will be able to finish this lap, right? I'm not sure. That there are so many corners that I need to. Well, so many. There are like 2. But that's the issue. If the count goes to 0, your accelerator completely goes down. And even if you make it to the finish line to replenish the time, the amount of momentum you lost, you are not gonna recover it. That seems like quite an issue. Whoever this guy is, can't wait to get a duel with you.
Hurry, time.
Whoever the fuck you are.
5 laps to go.
I don't even recognize that livery. Like those colors that he's using. I don't know who he's supposed to be. If he's even supposed to be a car of the previous games, which might not. It might be a new one. You know, for all you know, it could be.
Hurry, time's running out.
Oh.
4 laps to go.
I hate you. Everyone else gets peacefully overtaken, but you keep fighting back. He just keeps fighting back. Alright.
Hurry, time's running out. 3 laps to go.
Oh, come on. Like, getting one clean race with this car is so rough. Because it just controls so badly. Damn, wow, the whole grid is here. Look at this. It is the whole grid. God damn. Well, that's gonna be almost impossible to overtake them. Not like it matters because I'm gonna run out of time anyways, but... I believe, yeah, I believe on running out of time. I do. That's the thing with this car. Like, it's basically how... to understand how the game works, right? Like, this car is technically faster when you make no mistakes. But when you make mistakes, as you can see, the timer goes down a lot, right? And when the timer goes down a lot, you are obviously being slower. Yet that car that is like white with a blue stripe on the middle, that car is always there. That's because that car waits for you, pretty much. Also, how is it going, Kyle? But that car waits for you, and with the previous car that I was using, even though I was literally faster than with this car, I couldn't overtake him. And I couldn't overtake him because he's scripted to not be able to be overtaken by slow cars, you know. It's not that I'm actually doing faster with this car. Because obviously if I'm running out of time, I'm not doing faster. It's simple logic, right? But it's okay. Basically a matter of getting really used to the corners. And well, obviously overtaking properly. But this corner, dude, this fucking corner is so bad. It's because it's pretty much a blind corner. That's the main issue. You cannot really see what you're doing there. It's a very blind corner. Wow, that was very good. The fact that I overtook from there was kind of a miracle. It's like that there are like 3 corners before the main corner. I always get baited. And when I try to full turn to the right, I either do it too early or too late. Oh, come on. You purple bitch. Really? Okay. Okay. Alright. That went better than expected. That went worse than expected. Another problem that this car has is that the acceleration is also bad. So when you crash, you won't recover very easily.
2 laps to go.
Wait, really? 2 laps? But it was only 1. I did it too late there. Ah, son of a bitch.
Hurry, time's running out.
It's okay. I can still do it.
Final lap, make it your best.
But this final lap needs to be flawless. If I want to get the first place. I wouldn't call that corner flawless because I needed to rake. Oh. Ass! Damn it. It's okay.
3, 2, 1.
It's very hard. I know that it might not look that hard, but this car is very hard to handle. It's very, very hard to handle. It's a nightmare to handle. But unfortunately, I think it really is the only car that can win this race. Every other car just cannot overtake the TAS car. It's much more narrow than it looks. I mean, I don't think the road is narrow. It's just that like I mentioned before, the hitbox of these cars is like they are all huge. The model doesn't look huge, but the hitbox seems to be gigantic for some reason. Well, sometimes like there I clearly hit it, but some other times it's not that clear and I still hit them.
Hurry, time's running out. 5 laps to go.
And the other problem is that these guys are also kind of unpredictable, you know. So sometimes even when you are right behind them and you try to move to overtake them, they can they can suddenly move just as you are about to overtake them, and there goes your overtake basically. And some other times they just have some very unpredictable slowdown patterns. Like sometimes they slow down way too much and you don't expect it. So it's less about the road being narrow and it's less about the road being narrow and more about the cars being hard to overtake by themselves. Yeah, I need to brake on that corner, dude. Nice. Damn, that was a good corner. That wasn't a good corner. The problem is the time. This amount of time remaining, there is no room for mistakes. I'm gonna keep braking on that corner, dude. Doing that corner without brakes is almost impossible with this car. You need to be extremely precise.
Hurry, time's running out. It's the final lap. Make it your best.
Make it your best. Just make it your best, bro. For hell.
You've got it in your sights.
Ah, that's a shame.
Time's running out.
I think that guy is gonna overtake.
The last stretch.
Ah, that's such a shame. Without that mistake, that would have been first place. Fuck, dude. This is hard. There is a reason why it's called extreme. But then,
3,
it is quite extreme.
1, go!
On the bright side, that was the closest attempt yet. That was so far the closest one. It shouldn't take too long. Can we ban that corner from the race? You know that there are a lot of circuits that have like they have an alternate pathing, right? Like an alternate route where they cut corners. Like for example, there is a Japanese circuit called Tsukuba circuit, right? And the last corner that is very slow, well, there is a variant of that track that basically ignores that corner, and instead it has a relatively fast corner as the last one. That's what would be beautiful to have here. Let's just ignore this corner, let's pretend it doesn't exist, and let's make the track just fast all the way. What about that? Wouldn't that be glorious? And there is another problem, that I'm getting used to this car, which is something that won't be good for other races, because it's clearly not a car that I will use on the other tracks. It's a kind of car that works in tracks like this because they are fast. Yeah, try using this car in one of those tracks that are nothing but corners. Yeah, I want to see what happens there. Damn, that guy overtook everyone from the inner side of the corner. Yeah, time will most likely run out here. Yeah, too many fuck-ups. Way too many fuck-ups. Damn it. It's a shame.
2, 1, go!
It's interesting though that they make a track that doesn't make use of of the drift mechanic, you know? Because this is basically, you know how the drift mechanic is pretty much like an auto cornering tool. Well, here there is no auto cornering for you. You need to do it all yourself. It's pretty interesting. This is really a track that requires you to be on point. No mechanic is gonna save your ass here. Also interesting that it's pretty much it's a full speed track. It's a track where every corner can be done without braking. Given that you're good enough, that is. He keep hitting me from behind. How rude. Ah, damn it. I'm failing this corner a lot. Like the corner before the last tunnel, for some reason. It's not a hard corner at all, but I'm just failing it. I guess it's because a lot of times where I enter that corner, like I crash before that, so I have less speed. But when I'm going full speed, it's hard to react to this corner, right? Like it comes kind of out of nowhere.
Hurry, time's running out. 2 laps to go.
2 laps. Really? I can't believe that. I did it too early. I thought that was like the perfect corner and I did it too early. Okay. Well, fuck you too. Him. Unbelievable. It was too early. Or I guess too sharp more than too early. I don't know if I can still overtake this guy. Now I know that I can't. Well, that was another close attempt, but it's still so hard. Well, at least I'm glad that I left this for today. Because if I had actually tried to get this yesterday, it would have been impossible. It would have been legitimately impossible to get this yesterday. So I'm glad that I was able to foresee how hard this race is. There was some good foresight on my side. I mean, it was pretty clear when you basically get the time up that this was gonna be fucked up. Because it's basically like nothing else in the... like nothing else in the game, you know? I think that with this start, I probably should retry. Yeah, this is a retry. That's very bad. Very, very bad.
3, 2, 1, go! All right, this is gonna be
I wonder what the other race is gonna be about. I mean, technically, it should be... well, I will assume that it's also a new track like this one. Because, I mean, this one is called like the track or the Grand Prix, whatever. It's called Ridge Racer Extreme. And this is not in the original Ridge Racer game, which makes me think that the next track is also gonna be something that wasn't in Revolution, something new. I don't know what to expect. It really could be anything.
Hurry, time's running out.
Damn it. I couldn't do much there. There were 3 cars and all of them were completely spread out. There was no way I could overtake there. It wasn't even a mistake, I just couldn't do anything. Need for Speed? I say no because I don't like your attitude. I mean, I never like your attitude, but it's not that I'm not interested in Need for Speed, I'm not interested in you, which is different. But no, it is something that I wanna try. It's okay. At some point, I don't know when, but it will happen. But yes, your attitude leaves a lot to be desired. It's okay.
Hurry, time's running out. 3, 2, 1, go! 6 laps to go. Hurry, time's running out. 5 laps to go.
I'm surprised that he didn't get to go faster there. That was weird. I wonder what happens if I try to drift that corner that keeps giving me trouble. But I think that drifting in this track is a suicide. I don't think you want to do that.
Hurry, time's
I will
running out.
try though, since I don't lose anything for trying. And it's not like I'm doing very well, so might as well. The problem is that even the drift is hard to time. Because if you do it too early, it's not gonna trigger, and if you do it too late, what you just saw is what's gonna happen. So
Hurry, time's running
I don't know what to do. I will try it again though. I mean, this run is pretty much completely lost anyway, so might as well just try it. Yeah, no, it's not a good idea at all. Like, it's a horrible idea to drift there. It's faster to just slightly tap the brakes to just do the corner normally. Drifting is not good.
2 laps to go.
Not to mention that this car also doesn't have good grip to do something like that. So. Even if it was a more obvious corner, probably wouldn't be able to do it. especially at the speed that I'm going.
Hurry, time's running out. It's the final lap. Make it your best.
I use the brakes a lot there. I don't even see the first place. Where the fuck is the first place?
Hurry, time's running out. Okay.
Damn, really? There is no first place. Well, I mean, I fucked up a lot. But still, the fact that I didn't even see the first place, that's a little bit offensive, I would even say. Didn't even appear. Just straight up. Didn't appear. It's a shame because the asshole that is always there was behind me. Is usually the problem, but without the first place, it's the same as nothing. Okay, I can't crash like that. That has to be a reset.
3, 2, 1, go! All right, this is gonna be a great race.
I'm not gonna restart that. I'm gonna restart that? Would be nice if there was a button combination for instant restart, but there isn't.
1, go!
Like something like press L1 plus R1. Well, those are not buttons on the Nintendo 64 controller. In fact, I would like to talk about the Nintendo 64 controller, because you can, when you configure the buttons, you can see the overlay, how the Nintendo 64 controller looks. And what an absolute piece of garbage it is. I mean, I know that that's not a, that's not an unpopular opinion. Most people agree that the Nintendo 64 controller is garbage, because it is. But it's like, what were they thinking, right? Like, sure, you try to make something original, but it's the thing that I always say. Just because something is original doesn't mean it's good. Like, what's the point of having like 6 face buttons and only 2 triggers, and then a seed button just somewhere there, and also 1 analog stick, because, why will you need 2? I mean, the fact that it has 1 analog stick wouldn't be offensive if it wasn't for the fact that's right in the middle. Like, it's like the person who designed that garbage didn't play video games. Thankfully, it's the PlayStation controller existed. But yeah, that Nintendo 64 controller. And the same about the GameCube controller. I mean, the GameCube controller is better, but it's still, like, why do you have less buttons than the PlayStation one and not actually have a better layout? Like, why would you just make a worse controller? It's not even like the Xbox controller that has the D-pad and the analog stick in different places than the PlayStation controller, because that's preference, right? But like, I feel like the Nintendo controllers for the Nintendo 64 and the GameCube are like objectively worse than the competition. It's like, what do you even try to do? And at that point, PlayStation, I mean, at the point of the Nintendo GameCube, PlayStation wasn't the only competitor. You had the Xbox as well. And at that point, it's like, what are you doing? I get that you're trying to be different, but that doesn't seem like a good idea. And not only I don't overtake this guy, but I also don't even see the first place. Nice. I like when that happens. PS1 Need for Speed is funny. You get so famous the police doesn't bust you anymore but pays you. Well, that depends on what Need for Speed, because in Need for Speed 2 I don't remember the police being there, and I will assume that the first one might be the same, right? I mean, Need for Speed, the first ones, I'm pretty sure they didn't have the police. Well, Hot Pursuit, that I think the first one is on PS1, most likely had the police considering the name, right? I'm pretty sure the ones that came before Hot Pursuit were just regular racing games. Well, regular is a way of saying, but you know. I think I would have gotten that corner if I didn't brake. Oh, what was that? Fuck you, dude. Think it was Porsche. Yeah, I saw that one too. The one released in the year 2000, Need for Speed something Porsche, yeah. I still don't know how that brand is pronounced. If it's supposed to be pronounced Porsche or Porsche. Because technically, Porsche is Italian, right? So if it's Italian, it will be the last one, right? I actually forgot where they are from. Porsche? No, I don't think that's how it is. I think it's Porsche. Well, I mean, I could look it up, but I mean, I don't think you say che. I don't know though. I also never understood the obsession with those cars. I understand that some of the cars from that brand are very iconic, but what I don't understand is why. Because to me, every car from that brand is incredibly ugly. It's like they tried to make it ugly on purpose, so the other cars actually look good in comparison, regardless of how mediocre they look. Like, I never like how Porsche cars look. Like, they look... I mean, at worst, to me, they just look bland. No, at best, they look bland, and at worst, they just look ugly. Like, I don't understand what's the design philosophy. Because some of them kind of try to go for like a more like luxury look. But I don't know, dude. Is that really something that belongs to luxury? I feel like if I wanted to drive a luxury car, I would like it to look I mean, exotic for sure, but what about looking exotic and cool? Like, Porsche feels like the opposite of cool. I guess maybe it's the brand for hipsters, I don't know. Like, I don't know what's the general consensus of that brand on the motorsports world. In terms of the way it looks or the way it behaves or whatever, right? To me they are ugly as sin. I feel like you can make exotic looking cars look cool as well, and I think a good example of that is Lamborghini, right? Lamborghini makes cars that look pretty far from normal, right? But they look cool. They are not orthodox in the design, in the visual design, but they look very nice. Cars smaller than 3,400 millimeters. Wait, that can't be real. What you mean millimeters? Millimeters? That will be... Wait, no, it cannot be millimeters. It has to be something else, right? Or is it millimeters? Because if that was millimeters, that will be... Oh, never mind. It makes sense. Yeah, never mind. I was doing the wrong conversion. Yeah, it will be... Wait, that's 3 meters, isn't it? Wait. 3 meters? Isn't that a little bit big? Well, almost 3 meters and a half, right? Isn't that a little bit big? I mean, I know some cars are quite big, but isn't that like, doesn't that narrow down the amount of cars to like very few?
Hurry, time's running out. 4 laps to go.
But no, it's not about how long or how big these cars are. I always thought that the Porsche cars just look bad in general. Like, they could be super long and they will still look bad. Like, I just don't like the curves, like, you know, like anything. Well, maybe there might be one Porsche car that I like. I don't know which one, but maybe there is one that I like the design of. But all of the ones that come to my mind look horrendous. No matter where you look them from the back, from the front, from the side, they just look bad.
2 laps to go.
Maybe I'm just being a hater. I don't know. Well, I mean, I am being a hater, but maybe I need to get exposed to better looking cars. I don't know.
Hurry, time's running out. It's the final lap. Make it your best.
Doesn't matter if I make it my best, because the first place is nowhere to be seen, Mr. Announcer. Nowhere. And considering... Oh wait, wait, are you shitting me? He's there, despite all the mistakes I made.
Hurry, time's running out.
Well, sadly I won't overtake this asshole.
It's the last stretch. Keep going.
And that's a shame. I don't know why, because on the last laps I didn't really make too many mistakes. Damn. A Miata is 4 meters, really? I thought it was like shorter. You're gonna make Porsche Chan cry. She's probably ugly, so I don't care. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I don't know. Porsche cars are something that I don't like. Mazda RX-7 is 4 meters. And I guess I underestimated how big those cars are. Okay, never mind then. But yeah, again, it's not about the size. In fact, there's a couple of very small cars that I like. Well, actually, it would be nice to see if they are actually smaller than what you said. Like, for example, one of the cars that I think looks cool is the Mini Cooper. You know that Mini Cooper that... I don't know what exactly is the model, because I'm pretty sure Mini Cooper is the brand. But it looks pretty cool. I mean, it's not like it looks super cool, but it's like whatever. Another small car that I think looks cool. Well, which was it? Well, the Volkswagen Golf. I think that car like is super simplistic, but it looks nice. Well, some models call it the Volkswagen Jetta, I think. But it's the same shit, pretty much. Wow, I got that corner perfectly. I didn't use brakes or anything like that, I can't believe it. Alright, I'll take it. I needed to use the brakes there though. Look at this asshole immediately appearing. Right as I use the brakes. Come on. What do you want me to do there, dude? With that guy there, I couldn't do shit. That's not good. I couldn't do much. I tried to overtake from the right man. Ah! Wait, are they really that big?
3, 2,
Are you for real?
go!
Alright.
Alright.
Well, but if those cars are that big, then I guess I should say the opposite. There aren't many cars that fit your criteria of being that small, right? Because those are like the smallest cars that I could think right now, like without really thinking too much. Like at first glance, those cars come to mind when I think of short cars, short small cars. Oh, come on, dude.
Hurry, time's running out. 4 laps to go.
What would be nice is if the UI told you how many laps are left. Because the UI is thought for 3 laps, since it shows you the times of your 3 previous laps, or well, the 3 laps including your current one. But like, it has more than 3, it won't show you more than 3, and there is no lap counter. You can only rely on the announcer to know on what lap you're currently on. Well, I mean, that or you could count the laps yourself, but I think I'm a little bit too busy to be counting laps, you know.
Hurry, time's running out. 2 laps to go.
Bad. That was bad. Okay.
Hurry, time's running out. It's the final lap. Make it
Yeah, the
fast.
problem is if this guy is actually... if I can actually overtake this guy. That's the issue. Something tells me that I won't. Yeah, I think I won't. Yeah, but at that point I don't really know what to do because...
Okay, it's the
I mean, I did this...
hurry.
I had mistakes, but I did this as good as I could. Like, I don't think I can do this much better than this. Citroen Ami is 2 meters and 2 meters point 6.
1, go!
I don't know if I want to see how that looks like.
Right, this is gonna be a
Probably not very nice. But I'm assuming that those type of cars are the minority. Nice. Damn, that was a perfect corner and perfect overtake. I think that I fucked up here on the straight.
hurry, time's running out. 5 laps to go.
Okay, that was good. I will even say perfect, but would have been cleaner, I will assume. But I'm not gonna complain.
Hurry, time's running out. It's a new record. 4 laps to
I
go.
even got a new record. It's been a while, I think, since I got one of those. Needed to brake there, but it's okay. really hope that mistake doesn't cost me the race. That was beautiful. And that guy wasn't even close. I mean, he appeared much later. Holy shit! That took so long. Holy fuck. I raced perfectly. Like, almost... Like, the only mistake was on, like, the last lap at the end. And on, I think on lap 4 that I needed to brake on the long corner. This was perfect. Like, this was such a good run.
You've won a trophy.
And I'm gonna proceed to shove up my ass.
The stage is clear.
And now it's
Now let's
the,
look at
yeah.
some new cars.
This is the 13, the Devil's Car. Holy shit, dude, that took so long. That was so hard. I can't believe how hard that was. Most cars are 3.5 to 4. It's Executive Sports around 4.2, I see. And shit like RR is 5 meters. What is RR? What, you mean Ridge Racer? What you mean by RR? Maybe. Alright. The Lizard Nightmare is my opponent. In what track though? Is this the same track? Because if it is this, yeah, it is the same track. Well, in that case I should use this for sure.
2, 1, go.
Wait, he's starting way ahead of me.
All right.
Oh, okay. This is gonna be like the classic ones. Alright. For those that don't know, in the first Ridge Racer game, this car used to let you pass and then it just breezes through you like you are nothing. And then it stops again and then that's when the real race starts. He just does it because he feels like doing it, basically. He's a little troll. I'm glad that they kept that. That's a very iconic thing to do. And here you can actually see it in the minimap. Because in the original Ridge Racer you couldn't see him in the minimap. So you just knew that it happened but you couldn't actually see shit. So here you actually see how he behaves in real time. Oh, Rolls-Royce? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Rolls-Royce makes sense. They are the rich cars after all. Damn, this looks hard. And here there is no traffic, so I cannot even complain about traffic. But then, I think that I put my everything on the previous race. Though, before I try hard this, which I will, I want to see what the next Grand Prix is. Is it the same but in reverse? Yeah, it seems to be the case. Damn. I don't know how hard this could be in reverse. Though wait. Before I get used to this layout, I probably should unlock the Devil Car. Because if I get used to this other layout, I'm gonna completely miss my muscle memory. Well, the little muscle memory that I had, I mean. Then it really seems that I put my everything on the actual Grand Prix race, because now I'm getting murdered by this truck. So, oh, I think I know why I'm getting murdered. You know that the Grand Prix say Class ETS, and this one is Class C. So my car is actually faster, somehow. You know, like it's actually a faster car. So I need to, it's like I'm driving a different truck, basically. Damn, that's fucked up. Problem is that doing that corner without braking is gonna be terrible. But a lot of these corners are so different. And you have obviously a lot less room for error. I'm pretty sure if this car overtakes you, it's over. Like, I don't think you can win after an overtake. At least if it is like the classic Ridge Racer games. If he overtakes you, you are not overtaking him back. Basically. That's the way it works. I could try to see what happens if I use a different car because... Wait, that's also another thing that I could try. What class is the Extra Grand Prix? Oh, it's Ed's class. Okay, if that's the case... Since this is a completely different... Like, Class C is a completely different beast, I could probably use another car that is actually better at handling. I don't know if the Angel is gonna be enough, but I will try. Now the problem is that, yeah, I need to get used to the fact that this car turns a lot. Oh, this is a fitting battle, Angel versus Devil. Then I think that you can see very clearly how, in comparison to the other car, this car is kinda slow. You know. So I don't know if it's gonna be enough to win this particular race, especially since it's 6 laps. 6 laps is quite a lot to try to not get overtaken by a car that I'm pretty sure it's faster. You probably need to block. I don't think you can just drive like it's nothing. And I just want to check here. Once he overtakes, there is no way to recover from that, right? Like, he's not gonna stop again. Like, he will keep going like that until the end of the race. Though I want to see if he slows down or something similar. Something tells me that he will not. So we might be fucked. And in fact, he's going quite far. Look at that shit. He's like almost 1/4 of track away from me. God damn. No chill. I just want to see if he's gonna stop again or something. Well, what I do remember of this guy is that in some Ridge Racer games, when you reach the final lap, he stops right before the finish line just to troll you. And once you get there, he accelerates to win, which is pretty funny. I wonder if he does it here. But he didn't do that in the classic games, he only does that in the more modern games. Like on Ridge Racer 7. He waits for you at the finish line, and then he accelerates, right as you are about to cross. Well, it's pretty clear that you cannot do shit with this car, though. You can see that the difference is quite exaggerated, and he's quite far. And no, it doesn't seem like he waits for you here. He's actually a respectful competitor. He just does his own shit. The problem is that he got like half a track of difference. Just press X harder. Yeah, I wish that worked, but unfortunately it does not. So that's messed up, because the only thing that I can do is this. Maybe considering that there are 3 slots remaining, maybe if I beat the next Grand Prix, I will unlock a car that will make racing against this car and whoever is the other car easier. Or at least I hope that's the case. Because right now, this particular race looks like an absolute kick in the balls. To do with this car at least. Like if there was a car with this speed but that actually didn't like handle like shit, that would be great, but that wouldn't be the case here, you know. Especially if I do shit like that. Okay, I think that it might be a better idea to just try beating the next Grand Prix and see what happens there. Not just because I might unlock a car or not, but also because there will be another car attack event and maybe it's not as hard as this one, though unlikely. Yeah, that was excellent cornering, I agree. Fortunately that one wasn't. But yeah, no, this race looks very hard. Yes, hurry up. No, I think I'm gonna do the Grand Prix and see what happens here. Problem is, what do I use? Maybe using Extreme Green is not that bad of an idea. Because I'm pretty sure the grip only applies to drifting. So technically this would be a good idea. Wait, but not with this color. This color looks bad. Yeah, something blue I guess will look better. I guess we can paint it blue. Yeah, that looks cool, see? Alright. Let's see how this thing does.
3, 2, 1, go! 6 laps to go.
It has obviously better handling than the Terrassi, but it's not as fast. Now the question is if that really matters for this race or not. It probably does, but might as well try. At least it's faster than the White Angel, so that should mean something, I guess. The problem is that if I crash against every car in the grid, it's gonna be a little bit hard to test if it's a good idea or not, you know. So look at this, dude. It's like I'm having a perfect wall in front of me. Absolutely shameless. Damn, come. You little shits. Ritoru Shitsu. Even with the handling of this car, well, the problem here will be discovering which corners are a problem. Because when you play a track in reverse, not necessarily the same corners are gonna be hard. Because it depends on a lot of things, really. Though the main issue will be, before learning which are the hard corners, I should learn the layout in general, you know. It seems like a top priority. And if my rival car is supposed to be that red car with a white stripe in the middle, I don't think he's escaping me. So this car will be useful for that. It's a shame that I didn't figure that out before. Like, I basically dismissed this car because it has no grip. But this car having no grip doesn't matter in a track like this, because grip is exclusive of the drifting, and you don't drift in this track. So I should have known that beforehand. So with how bad I did this, it's not a surprise that I don't even get the podium. So not that way, I actually got the podium. Though the first place, well, the first place is right there actually. Wait, this might be easier than I thought. Obviously this attempt is garbage, but if I actually learn this layout, it shouldn't take that long to do. Yeah, I can do this. I go to the copium. But no, this will actually happen. It really is a shame though. Like, if I had used this car on the previous track, I would have done it much earlier. I can't believe I slept on this car just because it has no grip, which is completely irrelevant for this track. God damn it, I'm a moron. It's alright. What matters is that I found out. Though at the same time, I might be celebrating too soon. I first need to win this. Once I win that, I can, you know, I can regret not using it on the previous race. But for now, I first need to show that it can actually win this race. Because honestly, using the terrace again is not gonna be nice. Doesn't seem like it's gonna be a nice idea to use the terrace for this. Now, something that I'm thinking, since all of these races of Grand Prix are not taking place in Class C, like these are taking place in Class S, what if the last car gets unlocked only when you beat every Grand Prix race in Class C? That will be interesting, because that could be very hard, especially on the first tracks that are very short and very narrow. That could be an absolute pain in the ass to do.
Yeah, it's a new record. 3 laps to go.
So that will be a thing. Like that's something that I really need confirmation. How do I unlock the supposedly last car? You know, like what is the condition? What I wonder. Why didn't I get that corner? I have the handling to do that. I'm also underestimating that corner multiple times. I shouldn't underestimate that corner. It's quite sharp. The first place is nowhere to be seen, by the way. Well, it's there. It's just that I'm making too many mistakes, but this doesn't seem hard at all. Like, it really doesn't seem hard. Just a matter of not sucking that many balls.
3
Problem is that I am sucking balls. That's quite an issue.
6 laps to go.
Another issue is how fucking ugly this car is. Like, holy damn. How can you be so ugly? I know that you are a car that has 3 wheels, so that already is, you know, it's quite telling that you're gonna be ugly. But like, you could at least try to not be ugly. I don't know how, but you ain't doing a very good job, that's for sure. Nice. I can't believe that I still hadn't learned the layout. It's very hard to take the... Well, I think the problem is that a lot of these corners look even more blind on reverse than they do on the normal layout. I guess that's because they are not supposed to be like this. Yeah, I memorized the normal layout so much that I'm actually having trouble memorizing the reverse one. And you need to, that's the thing.
3 laps to go.
See, if you don't, you won't get first. Come on. What kind of crash was that? Wow, 4 cars. I could have overtaken from the inner side, but it was too precise. I just cannot learn the track. I like all the corners I fail because I don't remember them.
2, 1.
I just don't remember the corners. I probably could take a look at the minimap. Problem is that this shit goes so fast that looking at the minimap is kind of like a luxury, you know. No, I think that looking at the minimap might not be the best idea. Well, another problem outside of the layout is that I also got used to a car whose handling was dog shit. So doing this track with a car that actually drives well will take its time to get used to. Really.
4 laps to go.
A new record. That's something. Really? Dude, I don't know what is it about that purple fucking bitch, but I always crash that car. Like, he has a magnet that makes me crash him every fucking time. cannot even blame the purple one there. But what I did realize is that, differently from the previous race, this race at the end has a lot more cars all together.
It's the final lap. Make it your best.
I was gonna say this is still doable. Well, it still is, but... Okay. No, not okay. Fuck. I think the quote-unquote rival... Yeah. Oh wait, that's not the rival car. Well, it was the rival in the previous race, but... No, that's the rival car, the one that comes there. Yeah, well, I got overtaken by both, regardless. If I hadn't crashed at the end of that corner, I would have gotten this. That's a shame. But there is hope,
3,
just that it's
2,
still hard,
1, go!
obviously.
6 laps to go.
Jesus, that was the worst corner possible. Nice. I like it.
3, 2, 1, go! 6 laps to go.
Something interesting about the Ridge Racer games, at least the early ones, is that they never save your preferred camera. Like, they all start with like the... Well, I will call it the cockpit camera, but it's not even that. It's a camera that it's... I mean, it's supposed to be the cockpit camera, but...
1,
It's more like you are like below the car or something.
6 laps to go.
But they always show that one. They don't remember that I switched it. And that's the case for all of the classic Ridge Racer games, for some reason. Even though it shouldn't be something hard to implement. But I guess they didn't want to waste memory card space saving one fucking bit of information. I mean, it's not like it's even that hard. I mean, especially, well, this game has 3 cameras instead of 2. But most of the previous Ridge Racer games had only 3, I mean 2, right? So for something like that, you can choose to store the camera choice in 1 bit. You don't need more than 1 bit. Basically, cockpit view, yes or no, and that's it.
4 laps to
But
go.
apparently, they couldn't afford that 1 bit to save the camera preference. It's kinda annoying to change it every time a race starts. I mean, it's not that big of a deal, it's just pressing 1 button, but you know, it's as I say, it wouldn't be hard to do.
3 laps to go.
I guess it wasn't a priority. I also wonder how many people use the cockpit view. Maybe that's the reason why they didn't bother saving the preference, because maybe everyone used the cockpit view instead of this one, right? Which I doubt, but it could be.
2 laps to go.
You want to get more in the way, please? Feel like you're making it too easy. Can you please? Yeah, exactly that. Can you please build a wall so I cannot pass, please? I feel like I don't have it hard enough, you know. Holy shit, dude! What the hell? know what you want me to do. Holy shit. Walls. Nothing more than walls.
3, 2, 1.
Even the actual walls are more forgiving than that.
6 laps to go.
Seems that when you go too slow, your rival car kinda waits for you. Problem is that the others don't. So the legitimate strategy will probably be like trying to slow down before the last lap so that the rival loses speed and then you overtake him. But if you do that, you won't be able to avoid getting overtaken by everyone else. Well, that also depends how much advantage you have. Because if you have a big advantage, it shouldn't be a problem. I'm surprised, really. Like, I done a couple of attempts and I still cannot learn the layout. Like, it's just not possible. Like, after all these attempts, the layout still escapes me. It's right. Even if that's the case, I'm pretty sure that you can brute force this. Even without a perfect run, you can be very close to first place.
2 laps to go.
You know, it would be pretty nice if you had horns, right? Horns like the ones that you use on the streets for someone to let you pass. Would be very cool. Oh, can you imagine that in an actual race? Having horns in like a Formula 1 race and using them being something legal? That would be interesting. You imagine the pressure of doing that? Like just annoying the rival that is in front of you by spamming the horns. Will be interesting. So I think that with how loud the engines are, I don't think you will have I don't think you will hear them. It will probably get drawn out by the sound of the engine. Well, the engine and the tires and everything. They're probably not very effective. So I gotta say that these races are so tense that the thumb of my right hand is starting to hurt a little bit. Like, it's actually under a little bit of pressure. And he doesn't like it. And I don't blame him. I mean, sometimes when you try to be precise with your movements, or rather what the buttons you are pressing, you usually press them harder. So my thumb is not liking that. But yeah, again, I don't blame him. Don't blame my little thumb not being able to keep up. I mean, I barely can keep up. That was close.
2 laps to go.
That wasn't close. Fuck, dude. I just don't understand it. How did you not learn the layout by now? Like, are you out of your mind? So at least all of those cars, if I can somehow overtake all of them, that will be first place. But yeah, good luck doing that. Just overtake all of them, bro. No problem.
Make it your best.
Even with a flawless lap, I cannot overtake all of them. At least not my rival. Doesn't seem to take that lightly. I mean, even if I hadn't crashed at the end there, I couldn't have done it.
3, 2,
Like, I'm starting to think that maybe this car might not be enough. But man, if this car is not enough, what car will be enough? Right? Like, I'm starting to get a little bit scared. I mean, sure, that the Terrassi will be the one that is enough, probably, but using the Terrassi for a track that I cannot even master with a car that has good handling, that doesn't sound good.
6 laps to go.
So I feel like I will need to use the Terrassi to unlock the next cars, which is a problem. Damn, I cannot even start without getting fucked. I'm tempted to bring the Terrassi just to see how I will do, but I don't think I can even do one lap without getting demolished. I'd be surprised if I could.
5 laps to go.
Dude. Okay.
4 laps to go.
I really can't wait to unlock a car like the Terrassi, like as fast as the Terrassi, but that actually doesn't handle like shit. It seems that such a thing is hard to find. And the problem is that to unlock such a thing, I will need to go fast. Most likely I will need to use the Terrassi again. That feels like a problem. Jesus Christ. Alright, dude. Okay, alright. Fuck you. I want to use the Terrassi just to see how bad I have it. I don't think it's gonna be a good idea, but I could try. Also, wait, why didn't I use this atomic purple? Wait, the atomic purple is faster than the extreme green. Why didn't I use that one? I have a feeling that I'm getting dumber. And I wouldn't be surprised. Because this car is clearly faster. Why didn't I use this one before?
3, 2,
I mean,
1, go! 6 laps to go.
but I might be losing brain cells, which is not a good sight. But it might be happening. Handling in this car, I think it's even better. Not as fast as the Terrassi, but it's pretty clear that it's faster than the other one that I was using. I still don't understand why I didn't use this one. Like what crossed my mind to not use it when it's clearly the best option outside of the Terrassi, I mean. I guess I'm just not focused. Or maybe the game is just changing the value of the cars just to troll me. That would be funny. It's just change them every time you're gonna pick a car. Just for the lulz.
3 laps to go.
Just change it. Without any warning, no. Every time you pick the cars, give them random stats. That would be interesting, but no, I think it's just me being brain dead, unfortunately. It's a sad sight. Though it's not like using this car is making anything that much easier, you know? Like, this track is still fucking me up regardless. Unfortunately, I think the same thing that happened before is gonna happen now. Which is that these two guys are gonna retain the lead. Maybe one of them, not the two. No, actually the two of them. Yeah, no fucks given. Actually the two of them. Finally gather some courage and try the beat 'em up that the Baldi and his Pulse created. It's a good game, but that Shenry is above me. Can you remind me the name of that game? Because I don't think I remember it.
Go! 6 laps to go.
Final Fights Ultimate. Oh yeah, the one that has, like, it's pretty much a Mugen, but it's beat 'em up. Like, you can pick Zangief and all those characters, right? It's that one.
Hurry! 5 laps to go!
And open. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that one is something that I wanted to play too, but I kinda, before I do that, I kinda wanna play the Streets of Rage games, like the OG ones. Though I don't know if I'm good enough to beat them. I mean, back when I was younger, I couldn't. So I don't think I will be able to do it now. But maybe I will. I mean, there are some things that, some games that I played when I was younger that I couldn't beat. And now I can. So who knows? Anything is possible.
3 laps to go!
But yeah, I kinda wanna play that too. And I guess the original Final Fights as well. Would be weird to play a Final Fight fun game without playing the original one first, you know.
2 laps to go!
Jeez. If I can almost do a 1 coin clear in normal, reach Sagat and get your ass kicked. Nice. If you go the bonus route, that's half the game. The original Final Fight is merciless. I don't know about that. I mean, for what I've seen, the Final Fight games are super cheesable, you know? I mean, obviously I will need to know how to cheese them, but I don't think they are the kind of games that are considered brutal, just because there are so many ways to cheese them. Like, something that I've seen a lot is, like, you hit an enemy twice, then you turn around, and then you quickly turn around again and hit it twice. And you repeat that until he's dead. And you basically leave him in stun lock the whole time. And you can do that for almost every enemy in the game. I don't know how hard to execute that is. It might be pretty hard, but
4 laps to go!
that someone that crushed me was my rival. That's a shame. I couldn't do much though. I mean, it looked like there was a lot of room to overtake, but I disagree. Like, this guy is staying perfectly in the middle, and it just so happens that every time that I'm about to overtake him, a corner comes. That's kind of an issue. I know. There's my rival.
It's the final lap.
I don't understand why the green guy is so hard though. You shouldn't be that hard. How are you going so fast? You weren't that fast on the previous attempts, weren't you? Yeah, well, that's a problem then. That means that if I don't have the Terrassi, I just cannot keep up with these guys. Right? Like, I just need the Terrassi no matter what. Only Cody can do that. And it's not hard to execute. I guess it's a matter of trying. Well, I'm gonna do something that I didn't want, but I guess I will try the Terrassi. Problem is that I still don't really know the layout of this reverse version very well, and I'm probably gonna get murdered in the process.
6 laps to go.
We will see. I mean, it could be worse, but I guess I might be able to do it. Maybe. Maybe not. So that is the corner to look out for, I think. The rest don't seem like a very big deal. Okay, that last one as well. I think those are the two to look out for. Well, I guess you need to look out for everything, but it's okay. I don't think it's as hard as I thought. Maybe. That second to last corner seems like it will be an issue. I really couldn't do much there. Wow, nice. Okay, keep bullying me. Exactly. Keep doing that. Fucking assholes. I swear that if I unlock one of the last cars, I'm gonna do this again just to spite on all of you little shits. Final. Not looking very good though, for being the final lap. I don't know. I feel like I'm very far from getting anything. I'm trying, but it's tough. I'm not a beat 'em up guy, but I gotta admit that game on Fire and Rage kicked the Yama ass.
1, go!
What Yama? What Yama are we talking about? I know kicking ass is that this game is kicking my ass. Very harshly. What an asshole. What was that? That was absolute horseshit. Especially since there was no mistake there. Guy just overtook me because he felt like it. I feel like this rival is supposed to be like faster than the previous one, because not even the Terrasi can keep up. Like it almost makes me think that I need to unlock the 13th card to be able to compete here. I don't think it's too far-fetched to think that. It might be the case. I don't know how I'm gonna do that though. That challenge against that card looks even harder than this one somehow. The Winamp slogan reference is pronounced llama? Are you for real? Say so. Jesus Christ, the whole squad is here. Ass. That's what it is, ass.
3, 2, 1, go!
One of the best players is a VTuber with an Elven avatar that uses a female voice changer. How do you know that he uses a female voice changer? Is it very obvious or is it something he said? I don't know how I lost so much speed there, but I guess I did.
3, 2, 1, go! 6 laps to go.
Really? That's the corner you decide to fuck up. Out of all of them. That one. Alright. Yeah, I don't see why not, really. You know? Ah! Unbelievable, dude. This asshole just doesn't move out of the way.
It's the final lap, making your back.
Shame that I couldn't recover from that better, because that would have probably, as long as I didn't fuck it up later, that would have given me the victory probably. That's a shame. Fuck. Sounds uncanny and the avatar kinda looks like you roll random. I don't know.
6 laps to go.
This right book glitches out. Well, that's more of a software problem. More than anything else. I didn't know you watched VTubers. That's interesting. I thought you hated VTubers. You got a change of heart? Are you a VTuber fan now?
5 laps to go.
Is that how it is? You know what would be nice? Every time you crash one of these guys, you could make them, you know, you could destroy them, you know? Like, I don't mind if it destroys my car, but I just want to see them dead. That would be so nice. Instead of just bouncing, it would be nice if you could just make them explode. It's okay if my car explodes too, I don't care, I just want to see them explode.
3 laps to go.
Jesus, why am I doing these corners this way? What is wrong with me? I think I have to restart. If I make one more mistake, I will restart. Yeah, that's how I start. Fuck this. Mention that channel multiple times.
3, 2,
Okay.
1, go! 6 laps to go.
Can't believe that I'm not gonna finish this game today. It's actually taking me a lot more than I expected. It's just insane. Like, this might be some of the hardest races that I played in a Ridge Racer game.
Go!
I wasn't expecting this game to be this hard. I will still complete it though, but like I'm not gonna give up on a Ridge Racer game of all things. Gameplay is good, but can watch more than a few minutes without getting the uncanny. I mean, you can just put a window over the avatar, you know, or something like that. You could put, I don't know, a Pac-Man window over the avatar so you can play Pac-Man while you watch the stream. Seemed like a bad idea, right? Like I do with you. You play Pac-Man? Damn, that's great. Namco is gonna be happy about that. Wanna give it a try to the 13th car again, but I don't think that's gonna be a good idea. Especially since I'm kinda getting used to this track. It's not a good time to stop. I have Championship 2 but never booted it up. It's a cool game. I think Championship 1 is better though. Like Championship 2 has like when you get a big combo or something, like it starts facing out of the screen, like to give you like some sort of cutscene, right? It interrupts the gameplay quite frequently. Championship 1 is not like that, and mechanic wise it's pretty cool. So but you know, it's still a good game. Another one that is cool, though it's more like mobile oriented, is Pac-Man 256, which there is some interesting thing that I didn't know that was probably like common knowledge for years, and I was the only one out of the loop. I didn't know that if you reach the level 256 in Pac-Man, in the OG, the original Pac-Man, the right half of the screen glitches because the level number is stored in a bit, in a byte, I mean. So it cannot go more than that, and it's pretty interesting because of that they made a game, Pac-Man 256, that is basically about Pac-Man going up and trying to dodge like the glitch that is trying to catch him. You need to go up in like also like a Pac-Man maze, dodging stuff, like, you know, like collecting power-ups, that sort of stuff, right? It's pretty cool. I have that game. It's a very nice game. Also recommended, but yeah, it's quite of a, it's more of a mobile game, but it's still cool. Yeah, the screen indeed goes berserk. Nice. I don't think I can even beat this race today. Like, this race is just way too hard. Even the previous one was easier. This one is just unreasonably hard. Like, I kinda want to beat the 13 car, and I feel like I should in order to unlock it and have a better chance at this. The problem is that even doing that is hard. I need to do something. That was close.
Five laps to go.
Okay, at least he crashed against me twice. Unless they are two different ones. No, I think it was... Oh, maybe it was two different ones. Nice. Good overtake. I hate that asshole so much. Like, you have no clue how much I hate that purple bastard. Yes, I hate you. I really do. Like, I hate you so much that I don't think I can put it into words.
3, 2, 1, go!
I don't know what you're talking about with Fatal Frame because I haven't played it. So I don't know what sound effects there are. But, you know. Why are you watching a Fatal Frame review? Why would you want to watch something like that? I mean, unless it was like one of those joke reviews, like ABCN or whatever, why would you watch a Fatal Frame review?
1, go!
There is not much to review in that game. Well, I mean, there is, but like one of those games that is just there to look at the protagonist's underwear. Doesn't seem like it's a game that has any other merit, because it's definitely not a scary game. Watch reviews, retrospectives on shit you will never play, like The Witcher 1.
3, 2, 1.
I mean, yeah, I guess that's a fair thing, but I don't know.
6 laps to go.
You know that, like, I wouldn't be able to... Okay, maybe I need to word this a little bit differently. No, but, no, it's okay. But, I don't know. I don't think I will be able to watch someone review a game. Because I don't think I want to hear an opinion that is not mine. I know that that sounds narcissistic, and it is. But, like, I really cannot imagine myself watching a review for a game. Maybe for something that I don't care about, like, I don't know, a movie or food. Like, who gives a shit, right? But a video game, I don't think I would like to hear anyone else's opinion other than mine. I mean, obviously someone in chat is whatever, yeah, right? Like someone in chat giving the opinion about a game, that's okay, because at the end of the day it's like a conversation topic. But like going out of my way to watch a video that has someone else's opinion on a game, it's like, no. I only do that if it's supposed to be a funny review. Again, like the AVGN, right? That just shits on the game in a funny way. Not a serious review. Having a different opinion. No, but it's not about having a different opinion. I don't mind someone having a different opinion. What I'm saying is that why would I go out of my way to look for someone else's opinion? That's the thing. Like, I don't mind being confronted with a different opinion. I just don't see why I will seek for it, right? That's the thing. As I say, if someone comes to the chat and say, hey, this game sucks, or whatever, like, it's okay. I mean, I couldn't disagree more, but, you know, it's... I mean, you're not gonna get banned or insulted. I'm just gonna be like, well, let's agree to disagree. Like, I don't mind. It's not like it hurts me to hear a different opinion than mine. But I wouldn't go out of my way to look for it, you know? That's what I'm trying to say. Again, especially for video games. Like, obviously, if it's an opinion on a product that I'm gonna buy, like, I don't know, I'm gonna buy a video card or whatever, right? Well, yeah, I would like to hear opinions to at least not waste my money on something that someone that knows more than me doesn't recommend, right? But on video games, I feel like that's the thing. Reviews are kind of pointless for things that are supposed to be entertainment, right? Because part of the entertainment is discovering it. Unless you are very short of money and you really need to know that a game won't suck before you buy it, right? But outside of that, like, it feels like a waste of time to me, because I will play the game myself and I will have my own opinion of it. And if I don't play it, well, okay, as you say, you watch of games that you wouldn't play, right? But I don't know. I think I'd rather just watch a playthrough and see for myself. But it's okay. It's to each their own, right? I guess reviews count as entertainment as well. Play Barbie for NES? Is there even a game like that? I thought you didn't review stuff you bought either, like you did with your monitor. I don't review stuff either, no. I saw a guy do... Oh, you mean review before I buy? No, for monitors I don't, because these monitors are cheap.
3, 2,
Actually,
1, go!
For most things, I don't see reviews. It's just that if I'm trying to, for example, upgrade my computer, I will try to, you know, to investigate. These monitors are just cheap shit that you find anywhere, you know. I don't need to know if they are gonna be good or bad, because they are gonna work. Dell pre-builds doesn't seem like a good idea. There is a Barbie for PS1 and it's surprisingly not that shit. I might have played that game. I remember that my sister had a couple of Barbie games and one of them was probably that. So I don't remember if... yeah, I think it was on the PS1, yes. Isn't that the one that you can drive, well that you can ride a horse in Wyoming? Isn't it that one? That in fact, I remember Sean Tron reviewing that as well. Which now that I think about it, Sean Tron is another example of a guy that I watch just because the reviews were funny, not because I was interested in knowing the opinion. Sadly, Sean Tron, I don't think he does game reviews anymore, does he? I think it's been a while since he done one.
4 laps to go.
Kinda wanna beat this race today, but it's getting late. The Dell pre-build had a proprietary... I don't know
6 laps to go.
what his issue was, but yeah. Never watched a single Sean Tron video. I mean, it's basically just like AVGN. Just a guy reviewing, just talking about bad games. Or, well, sometimes not bad,
Laps to go.
but regardless. Or at least that's what he used to do. I don't know what he's doing now. How is it going, Colo? I haven't missed much. Yeah, probably not. I mean, lately he was releasing like one video every 8 months, which, you know, quite a nice schedule if you ask me. But yeah, even those videos, I don't think they were related to video games. They sold him a pre-build with HDD for C drive.
3, 2,
Okay.
1, go!
Oh, Kyle hasn't missed much? I don't know. I think Sean Tron videos are cool. Especially when he talks about games that are quite obscure. Like that one bootleg video with like Disney franchises. That one was pretty cool. But yeah, I don't think he does that anymore. I feel like this guy is brake checking me. Brake checking me. There is something in racing that is called brake check, which is basically when a car is in front of you,
Go!
and they break in a way that is not predictable and that basically makes you waste time if you can't predict it, which most of the times it's impossible to predict because they do it in an unnatural way, and it makes you lose time. So that way they can get away of the slipstream range, so you cannot chase them anymore. Well, unless you are actually faster than them, but unless that's the case, you should lose time. It's also a very dangerous thing to do, because if it goes wrong, you are gonna cause a crash. So, for what I know, brake checking is illegal in most racing categories, as it should. You know, it seems like that guy in the previous race did that to me.
4 laps to go.
No, I'm not gonna read that show. Thanks, but no thanks.
3 laps to go.
Alright. Pretty cool.
3, 2, 1, go!
I don't think this is happening today. I think that I choose cannot do it. It's very hard. It's just very hard. I really wonder if it would have been harder to try hard this or to try hard the car attack. Both of them just look insanely hard. So I don't know which is the best idea. I don't know. I think they are both just as hard.
2, 1, go!
Basically want another car that is not this one, but it's that I need to use this one no matter what. I'm kinda surprised that I just cannot get a clean run like I got in the previous Grand Prix. I mean, obviously that's the run that gave me the victory, right? But I'm surprised that like I'm not even close to getting a clean run in this reverse version of the circuit. And I'm not really sure why. Like I still cannot tell if it's because the circuit is legitimately harder, or if it's because the AI is behaving differently. I don't know. It could be both as well.
Yeah! It's a new record! 4 laps to go.
Got a new record. I guess that's something. That's a shame. Was going well.
3 laps to go.
Well, it was a good start at least. Dare I say that I wasn't even close to getting a clean run, but I think this one was close. Just that the second half went to absolute shit, but that first half was good. Only I could replicate it on the second half, though.
It's the final lap. Make it your best.
Okay. Sadly, I don't think I can overtake that first place. For some reason. We'll be able to, but I won't. Not sure why. Like that went well. For some reason it wasn't good enough for the first place. That was the best run so far, by the way.
3, 2, 1, go!
It's okay. I will keep trying.
6 laps to go.
I had to brake. Could have been worse, though braking there is not a good look. Why do I keep eating that corner? I mean, it's not like it's the only corner that I am not doing well all the time, but like as you can see, but it feels like it's the corner that I most often cannot get for some reason. That was bullshit. I think I want to keep going until I beat this race, and after that, well, obviously I will stop for today, but I think I can get this race today. Or not, but I want to make use of that muscle memory that I'm building up. Not right. Guess it's a new record, I guess. Another mistake, because I feel like we don't have enough. Can I get another one, please? wouldn't count that as a mistake. There wasn't anything to do there.
2 laps to go.
Really, 2 laps to go. It was gonna be 3. It's not gonna go anywhere.
3, 2, 1, go! 6 laps to go.
There's something that I didn't try. Now that I think about it, it would have been a good idea to try before this extensive try-harding that I'm doing. Because this game allows you to configure a couple of things. It allows you to configure the drift, which in this track will be useless to do. It also allows you to configure the collisions. You can make the, I think that you can make the collisions either like Ridge Racer Revolutions or by Ridge Racer 4. It could be either of those. And I think that the way it is right now is as Ridge Racer Revolution. But R4 was a lot more, I think, forgiving with the collisions. So maybe if I change that, I could have an easier time. But maybe not. I don't know. But it's something worth trying. Not now. But like tomorrow, it will be something worth trying. I kinda wanna try it now. I mean, just to see what the difference is. I guess I'm gonna do one more run and see what the difference is. I don't think there's gonna make any difference though. Or I mean any substantial difference. Because I mean obviously if you change the collisions, that matters if you provoke a collision. But if you drive perfectly, that wouldn't do anything. Let me see though. So I think it's race settings. Yeah, collision mode. So it says progressive or Ridge Racer Revolution. Progressive. Oh, I want to see what the difference is. Though I think that if it is like Ridge Racer Revolution, that's gonna be worse. Because those are way more unforgiving than whatever this game had. I could try just to see what it is.
6 laps to go.
And I also know if the collisions affect only... Okay, yeah, that's the issue. These collisions are way more unforgiving. At the same time, they are way more unforgiving for the cars. So if someone crashes against me, they are gonna lose a lot more time. But obviously, yeah, if I crash against someone else, I lose a lot more time. So this might be another challenge more than something that makes it easier. Yeah, as you can see, they are a lot more unforgiving. Your car bounces a lot more and it loses a lot more speed. So that doesn't seem like a good idea. I still want to see how far this is gonna take me, Just out of curiosity. I mean, it's most likely gonna be the exact same result. But I don't mind. What's important is trying. But as you can see, if you make him crash against you, they are gonna lose a lot more speed. Well, at least that might kinda get rid of the guys behind you. What about the guys in front of you? Well, ahead. It's not a good idea. It's not a good idea, so I'm gonna switch it back. So there is no... Well, you can select the drift mode, as you can see, but the drift mode is not something that matters for that race, so... Though that's something interesting. I don't think I've seen many games do that. Like, allow you to switch between physics of different games. Just like that. Because usually something like physics tends to be... you know... something that most developers don't... they wouldn't let the user know about, right? Much less affect them. But here you can do that. Like, I really don't remember seeing many other games do that. Like, imagine that, I don't know, you're playing Street Fighter Third Strike, and instead of having the champs work like that, you have like the floaty champs from Super Turbo, you know. Well, Super Turbo kinda allow you to change the speed and stuff like that. It also allow you to pick all characters from like the previous version of that game. So thinking about it, it was, you know. You tried to download a Toho Music Pack for Terraria and it's almost 10 gigabytes.
3, 2, 1, go!
I mean, yeah, it's usually how it is.
6 laps to go.
Interesting thing is that by the way this car handles, at first it's hard because you don't really have that much freedom, but a lot of these corners are very like defined with this car, in the sense that you cannot overshoot most of them.
4 laps to go.
So it ends up, after a lot of practice, obviously becoming a better option than other cars. Problem is that it's still not enough. Like a couple of mistakes and it's just not enough. I think the main issue is the fact that the first place car behaves differently. Because in the previous race, as long as you reach the first place car, you will overtake him without any issues. Well, unless you crash into him. But in this race, even if you reach him, he's still faster than you. So I don't get how you are intended to reach him. Seems a little bit weird. It's in WAV format. Nice.
3, 2, 1, go! 6 laps to go.
No.
3, 2, 1, go! 6 laps to go.
You will have break there. My bad. I guess I won't be able to get this today, after all.
3, 2, 1, go! 6 laps to go.
Another thing that might be the case... Wait, that's something that I could check. 177. Okay, something like that. So notice how the shifts never go above 6, or sorry, below 6. Well, obviously they don't go above either. But... So I've been thinking, on previous Ridge Racer games, you can get more speed on manual transmission. So I wonder if you can get more speed here as well. And when I say more speed, I don't mean because you do the shifts better. Just because they give an arbitrary limit. Yeah, I'm supposed to switch a lot earlier than that. But let's see if that's the case. It seems that this car reaches 177 on automatic. It is faster. It definitely is, yeah. Like I reach 180 without that much trouble. That's fucked up because that's something that Revolution tells you when you pick transmission, but this game doesn't. And for a track like this, basically manual transmission doesn't make a difference. Because even when you crash, you don't go to a speed that you need anything other than the 6th shift. And I can't believe I didn't try that sooner. Because I didn't expect this to be this hard, obviously, but then it goes way faster, not just a little bit. Like it's like 10 miles per hour faster. Holy shit. Alright, well, there is that. Guess that's gonna make things slightly easier. Though obviously keep in mind that being faster also means harder to drive. But obviously more possibilities to win. In fact, this should be a new record. Indeed. Unbelievable. And the game doesn't tell you about it. I don't believe it. You know, being faster won't matter too much if I keep crashing. The 13th card is fucking me up. That's a shame.
It's the final lap. Make it your best.
Nice. Every single hit was against the 13th card. Pretty cool. Right, I need to do the shifts faster. Because that's how it works. Well, not like it matters too much if you waste time at the beginning, you know. Wait, I'm on... I was on the shift and I didn't realize. How did I not realize? I even counted them. Alright, well, I guess I counted that.
1, go! 6 laps to go.
I probably count them bad. Though I kept the 5th shift for quite a while and it didn't go that bad. That went bad. It's not related with the shifts.
Hurry, laps to go.
Great. It's a shame that even finding out this manual transmission thingy, I can't really get to test its efficiency because I can't stop crashing. That's a shame.
3, 2, 1, go! 6 laps to go.
A new record? Well, I got a new record, yeah. Just wish I could make use of it, but how is it going, Draenor? Want to get more. So that record 30, like doing it below 30 seconds will be nice. But it doesn't really matter. Doing good, nice.
3, 2, 1.
Kinda getting my ass kicked by this game, but
6 laps to
other than that, it's going nice. Yeah, this game is a lot harder than I ever expected it to be. Like, easily the hardest Ridge Racer game I played. But I welcome the challenge. Definitely welcome it. But it obviously takes its time.
3, 2,
It's a hard one.
go! 6 laps to go.
I don't know what are the optimal shifts. I mean, it doesn't matter, but it'd be nice to get them right. Actually, now that I think about it, since the tracks that have a lot of corners, usually for the sharp corners you use a drift. I think that you could use manual transmission in all of them, because with with cars that are as fast as this one, I don't think you need to use anything more than the sixth shift. Like the speed, unless you really fuck it up, the speed is not gonna go lower than what you will need to shift for downshift. I even tried to brake, but it wasn't enough. That's the problem of trying to position yourself to overtake other cars. You won't do the corners optimally, obviously.
It's the final lap. Make it your best.
The problem is if the first place is gonna be an asshole or no. It doesn't matter because I fucked it up. That might have been it, but I don't know. Usually the first place doesn't want to let itself get overtaken, so it usually doesn't matter that much.
Laps to go.
Wow, nice start. Surprised that this red car in some of the latest races he's going quite fast when he's just supposed to be a shover car. He ain't shoving that much.
4 laps to go.
He tries to put up a fight. Wow. Alright, I'll take that.
3 laps to go.
Could have been better.
It's the final lap. Make it your best.
Well, I don't know what this game wants because that, like, I don't think I can do a better run like than that, dude. How am I supposed to reach the first place? Like, that was obviously not perfect, but what the hell, dude? I can do better than that. What the fuck? That first place is unreachable. It's like I just don't understand what you expect me to do at that point. That was messed up. I mean, it's not the first time it happens, but I just don't understand. I can do much more than that. And this is even with the manual transmission buff. So I don't think it's possible to go faster than what I'm going right now with the current cards I have. Which is why it makes me think that I'm supposed to unlock the devil card. Guess I could try that tomorrow. Not today, that's for sure. We'll try it tomorrow, but I'm still surprised. I definitely cannot do much better than that. That run, in fact, there were multiple places that I thought I was gonna crash, but I didn't. So it went very well until the very end. And even that wasn't enough, so I don't know. I think this game might be a little bit picky. A little bit. Doing this without mistakes is... yeah. I don't think it's possible.
5 laps to go.
Especially since you depend on your opponents not screwing you over by blocking you. think I'm having some mistakes here that are very common when I'm tired. So I think that I should give it a rest for today and continue tomorrow because I might be exhausted physically. Like my fingers. I thought that the one that is in the accelerator was the one that hurt the most, but no, like the one on the direction, which is the thumb on my left hand, that one is not feeling very nice right now. He doesn't appreciate these attempts.
It's the final lap. Make it your best.
Holy shit! Oh, nice! Team, that was so hard to do, dude.
You're the champion.
I can't believe how hard that was. Holy shit, dude. My fingers, I wasn't choking, my fingers are actually kinda messed up right now. Like my fingers didn't take that very lightly, especially my thumb. Whew. That was messed up, dude. I think that is legitimately the hardest Ridge Racer race I ever did. Like, goddamn, I don't remember tryharding a race for that long, except when I was like younger and I wasn't very good. Or, well, by very good I mean I was bad. Not like I'm very good now, but I'm definitely better than when I was younger. And this is the one that took me the most. Like, holy damn, dude. It's messed up, it's hard. It was a very hard one. Now I wonder how hard, because I don't know if this even unlocks any car. If this doesn't unlock any car, the remaining challenges, which are unlocking cars in Car Attack, are gonna be very hard to do. But if I unlock a car, it might not be that hard. And if that's the case, I could do it right now, just so I finish it today. But damn, dude, it was insane. Like, this shit is hard. This shit was pretty hard. God damn, I wonder what else the game is gonna say now. So every time the credits show up, it told me, hey, now challenge this thing. And I'm assuming it's gonna say something about Car Attack or whatever.
You've won all the stages. Now
Race C class or Platinum trophies. Well, this is what I said earlier, that I was sure that it was gonna... Wait, what? This is... What? Why am I playing... This is... How was this game called? I don't think this is Galaga. This is a different Namco shooter that I don't remember the name of. Something like... Damn, I wish I would remember. Something like Donovan or whatever. I don't know. But why do you give me that random ass game there? Those games usually happen when the game is loading, not when the game is over.
the stage is clear. Now let's go after some new cars.
Okay. So basically you didn't unlock shit. I mean, you unlocked the ability to go after that car, but you didn't unlock the last car. So I'm assuming the last car gets unlocked by racing on Seed class. probably. Because if you put change course, nothing unlock. Well, except the... Wait, but the seed class? I don't think I can select it. Though maybe in order to select it, I need to defeat a car from the seed class. Probably. In a car attack. And you have this too. Yeah, that will be hard to do. But that's something that I'm obviously gonna do tomorrow, because as you will expect, I'm a little bit tired today. As I already mentioned that my fingers are kind of busted. So let me save my fingers for tomorrow. Because, you know, it's gonna be better that way. But yeah, at least I got the last race, so you know. But yeah, tomorrow I will continue doing whatever is left, which are those 2 car attacks, and I'm assuming when I do that I will get the seed class races or whatever. So, thanks everyone a lot for watching. And I'll be seeing you on the next stream with more Ridge Racer 64. So have a good one everyone, and take care.